Not even an intro this time around because MMA Monday, there is no MMA this week. And I'm just here to remind everyone how much those MMA organizations suck when there's nothing to talk about. Well, yes, there is an event. I know. UFC Fight Night. Grasso versus Araujo. And no disrespect to both ladies because they're great fighters, actually. But the way that the UFC is not promoting this at all is just ridiculous. And it's actually, I feel offended for the fighters involved because they're both great fighters. But UFC just doesn't give a flying F. It's nowhere. It's nowhere to be seen. You're like, what the? It's like just UFC is like, let's just get it over with. Let's get it over with so we can focus on the pay-per-view. Like, you mother UFC is like, what the hell? Like, isn't it frustrating? Like, how can you treat your fighters like that? But then also, what I said last week, right? Back to the fighters. If there's no event or if they're not promoting you enough, then pick up your phone and do something about it. Like, what the heck? Like, none of the fighters that's gonna fight at Fight Night, no one's doing anything. There's no media, no nothing from anyone. Like, you can't just wait until Brett Okamoto comes to you. Like, do something so they find you. Be on Submission Radio, for example. They shout out by the way, they're doing a great job for years now, and now finally, I mean, they've been growing for a while, but now they get like all the important people and Luke Rockhold. But yes, it's very disappointing. It's just very, very disappointing how fighters misuse the media. The one fighter that's always in the media is Kevin Holland right now, and Kevin Holland, stop using the media all the time. And Mike Perry. Is Mike Perry still a fighter? He just tweeted yesterday, I think, like, oh bro, I effed up. And Kevin Holland replied, like, what now? But yeah, so other than that, like, no fighter from the Fight Night card is doing anything. UFC isn't promoting them at all. It's just like, you can ignore them. They're not important. So yeah, so that's why MMA Monday. I'm not doing it this time around. That's it basically. Same goes for One Championship. The next One Championship event is like next week. No, not this week. So then the coming week. So, One Championship. You don't wanna just highlight your people like 2 weeks out because no one knows them. Maybe. How about you run some the video promos, packages, fighter background stories. It's gonna be another one on Prime 3 already. Now they're like just pumping them all out. It's gonna be John Lineker in the main event in 2 weeks from now, like in 1.5 weeks. But no one knows. No one knows his opponent, Fabricio Andrade. I'm just making the first name up, but I think so. Great fighter, by the way. So no offense there. Great fighter. I did watch his fight. They call him also Wonder Boy or Wonder something, I believe. Superboy, Wonder Boy, something around, something like this. So he's great, like forward pressure going at it. John Lineker is John Lineker, right? But more on this than once, like next week, of course. But also no promo, no advertisement anywhere, no nothing. Like, don't you care? And don't even get me started on PFL, who's like still posting now Kayla Harrison highlights from like a year ago or something. Like, yeah, great, PFL, great. Do I know who she's fighting? Do we know anything about her opponents? No. Only thing they do is like posting Kayla Harrison all the time, and the other dude, what's his name, Sadi Boo. Again, not meant to be offensive, just because I don't know the fighters well. So they're just a few highlights, but it's the same highlights over and over again. That's just what One Championship does. But he's still better than Bellator because Bellator is just shutting up and not doing anything. Frustration. Again, if you're a fighter or a promotion, you need help with your media content. Shout out. Okay, that's the MMA Monday because I'm mad. Next week, longer preview of One Championship. Hopefully, also preview of review of what criticism of what the UFC is doing media-wise when they're building up the next pay-per-view in Abu Dhabi. They're probably not gonna talk about their fight night at all afterwards, I assume. So, but we will see what they're doing. So then, detailed next week. This week, I'm just mad. Thanks for listening, anyways. Don't forget to always keep your guard up. We'll talk soon. Saudi Cup.